stuck in the feds. East Coast, they get that bread. You put the, you end up dead. Them West Coast, they leave that spread. And now you got calling your dread. Hey.
If God for me, who could be against me? I guess all of
Today, from Lumen Field in Seattle, it's Week 10 of the NFL on EA Sports. The Seattle Seahawks taking on the Cincinnati Bengals.
Renamed in late 2020, there's a look at Lumen Field here in Seattle, Washington. Today we hit Week 10, and we've got a good one in store between the Cincinnati Bengals and the Seattle Seahawks. With Charles Davis, as always, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And Charles, you talk about storylines in this one. I think it begins and ends with our two quarterbacks, certainly two of the best in the business.
And nowadays, I don't think you can get by for long periods of time without a top-flight quarterback. The way the game is played, with all the responsibility he has and how the game flows through him, if he's not on the top of his game, your team's not going to benefit at all.
And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. So out come the Seahawks now for their first possession. And a glance here at the southpaw, who will be calling the plays under center.
That was a solid performance last week, wasn't it? 2 touchdowns, no interceptions, ran the team well, won the ball game. Bottom line, may not have been earth-shattering, but it didn't need to be.
They'll start on the ground here on first down. Room here to run. And he's able to get this to the 40-yard line before he's out of bounds. That one's good for 35 yards on the ground and a first down. Now back to throw. Pass incomplete, but the flag in the backfield, and this might be a roughing call. So roughing the passer, and this is a unit, Charles. They hold their breath every time they see their quarterback go down and get hit like that.
Yeah, they understand how important these last couple of months are for this team. They can ill afford to have anything happen to him if they want.
Trying for Sanders, but this is intercepted. And the Bengals are going to take possession of the football.
Brandon, I wonder if someone's down there checking on the head coach right now, because he might be in a little bit of shock after what just transpired. Instead of a lengthy opening drive to deal with, his guy stepped up and stole that drive away. Momentum on their side now. How will they attack on offense?
They'll send a receiver here in motion right. First down. Here's Burrow. Buying time to it. And he can't find anywhere to go with it. And he goes down. Tershawn Wharton gets him for a loss of 8. What great push up front. Well, if they have any thoughts of coming in here and getting this road victory, that's not the way to start it out on the first play of the game.
Yeah, one thing you always say when you go on the road, take the crowd out of the game. They actually brought the crowd into it by permitting that sack right out of the gate.
So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on second down. Another try after the first down sack. Burrow. And that went a little too high as it's knocked away and incomplete.
Well, partner, guaranteed they approach this play with the idea of making up ground to make third down manageable. Unfortunately, with that incompletion, right back where they started on the last snap. Now they need a big third down play in order to pick up the yardage needed.
The chance of wasting this great starting field position, a real threat. This is 3rd and long. Off the play fake, here's Burrow, rolling to his right. He rifles one that's intercepted. And the Seahawks are going to take over here at their own 22-yard line. Well, we saw plenty of that during his much-heralded college career. He parlayed that into becoming a first-round selection. And now here he is making interceptions in the National Football League.
And this is a guy that has all the physical tools, but the thing that sets him apart is what he's got between his ears. And that's the sixth sense for knowing where the football is going. Just an excellent play there to create the turnover.
These are his numbers from last week's contest. 20 carries, 87 yards.
And we all know he had a big workload last week, so I'm eager to see if they decide to back him off a little bit. Personally, I hand it to him 20-plus times again. When a running back's locked in like he is, I want him to keep touching the football.
And this will be a Seahawks first down as he's able to get this up past the 40.
Well, there's plenty of real estate for him to maneuver on that run, and let's face it, it shouldn't be a surprise. He's one of the better backs in the league. Had to come into this game with the idea, slow him down, otherwise it's going to be a long afternoon.
And he sidestepped one man, but reinforcements come to stop him right around the line of scrimmage. Well, this defense for the Bengals, they were excellent a week ago in that victory over Indianapolis.
And I don't know what the actual percentages are, and I don't know the analytics when you create 5 turnovers or takeaways in a game. But coaches always said, when you create a number that high, your chances of winning probably up over 98%. I haven't seen that number quantified, but I believe them.
So they'll come up in Bengals territory now with a 1st and 10 at the 47. And they nearly sprung him that time as he takes this all the way down to the 37. Now we're going to get a timeout here as it looks like there's a Seahawk injured on the play. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. First carry now for David Montgomery. And he'll manage to pick up about 4. It's 2nd down.
And that was a quality play to start a new set of downs. That was simply an offensive line winning the battle up front and winning in a big way and giving their guy in the backfield a nice lane to hit.
And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
Well, they've got man coverage on the outside, and my scouting report on these DBs tells me that they love to take matters in their own hands. They want man coverage, not zone. And there was good coverage there that forced the incompletion.
And that is incomplete.
Well, he's smart enough to avoid the taunting rule, but I'll guarantee he quietly has told them, you might want to stop coming after me downfield because I just broke up another pass and took away a big shot that you were trying to succeed with.
And his kick is good. And the Seahawks grab a 3-0 lead. So, Charles, they get to them with their first turnover of the game and then make it hurt a little bit extra with a field goal.
And anytime you give the ball up, what's the first thing a coach tells his defense? Don't let them score off of this. You've got to put out the fire. In fact, in 2021, that's what one NFL coach termed his defense. The firemen. Go out there, guys, and don't let them put some points on the board.
Cincinnati coming back onto the field here for their second drive. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, only gave up 3 points off of that, so it shouldn't be a difficult hole to overcome.
It really shouldn't, as long as they're not listening to the chatter coming from the other side, because when you throw a pick, look, I know defensive back.
And that's caught inside the 35. And he steps out of bounds, but not before he gets inside the 35. A big play there for Cincinnati. 42 yards.
When they've needed a play this year, he's certainly been the guy to deliver it. As this season has gone on, he's been awfully consistent and sometimes spectacular.
On 1st and 10, Joe Burrow. Into the hands of Rison. That's complete. And all the way in for a Cincinnati score. A great play there. His 6th touchdown of the season. And the Bengals have answered that early field goal to take a first-quarter lead. Extra point by McPherson, up and good. And that makes it a 7-3 lead. That drive started on their own 25. 2 plays, 75 yards later, into the end zone. After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. And now this offense comes back out onto the field. And, you know, it's certainly a lot of football left to play. We're not into December yet, but right now where we stand, they're in first place in their division, looking really good and looking to be a threat come January.
And are you one of those early holiday shoppers, partner? Are you one of those guys get your list done? Because I think about what every team has on their holiday shopping list right now. What's the number 1 goal? Make the playoffs. Number 2, win your division. Number 3, and I think the biggest goal of all, try to get the number 1 seed so you get that first-round bye and ensure you don't have to go anywhere in January and hopefully get to the Super Bowl that way.
Only a yard on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Well, obviously, they would have at least liked to have gotten back to the original line of scrimmage. Instead, now, they're dealing with 2nd and long.
I thought they would have passed it after the penalty. Probably wish they would have now. 2nd and 16. He'll look to throw. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
Brandon, watching their tape from last week, I saw plenty of plays like we just saw there, forcing incompletions. It was key in their win last week. They're hoping the same thing happens this time out, too.
And he's got Shockey. And able to get this across the 20 before going out of bounds. So just 3 yards on the completion there. And it'll be 4th down. On 4th down, ready to punt, Michael Dixon. He was called on 3 times in the win last week as his first one here's away. It'll be a 44-yard punt, 6 on the return. And the Bengals will take over here 1st and 10. Cincinnati now ready to take the field. And it's only November, but the playoffs, we know how it works. They'll be here before you know it. If it ended today, they would be the number 1 seed.
And that's a great spot to be in, but I love the phrase, if it ended today. And I guarantee you, that's what they've discussed in their locker room, in their meeting rooms. Yeah, we know where we'd be if it ended today, but we also know it's not ending today.
Right.
So they've got to continue to play the type of ball that put them in the spot where they're number 1 in their conference.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. They're passing here, Joe Burrow. And he'll find Chase on the right side complete. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. The LSU connection, Burrow to Chase for the Cincinnati first. A give up the middle to Dobbins. And he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here. 2nd down. The Bengals at 7-2 here on the year. And they come in feeling pretty good after back-to-back victories, CD.
And I thought that they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory.
The first carry now for Tony Pollard. Trying to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage. And no more. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
They'll bring a receiver in motion left. Burrow now off the bootleg. He'll buy some time right. Looking right sideline, that's complete. After 1, 7-3 the score on EA Sports. On 1st and 10, it's Dobbins. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down.
That play wasn't quite as big as the play that preceded it, but still, gotta like the way they're moving the football, partner.
Absolutely. Pretty good room to run on that last play.
Yeah, they didn't get a 1st down, but still, you'll take runs like that each and every time, won't you?
Now Dobbins again on 2nd down. And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line. A 5-yard gain, and now they're set up 1st and goal.
Not too many more ideal situations at 2nd and 2 in order to try and pick up a 1st down. They ran it and picked it up.
They'll go with Pollard here on 1st down. And he will maneuver his way down to about the 7. It'll be a 3-yard pickup, and it brings up 2nd and goal.
Not a big run, not an explosive run, but they've held the ball for plenty of plays on this drive. They're just trying to impose their will on the defense right now.
They go back to Pollard on 2nd down. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. Give him right around 4 on the carry. We'll see if they want to keep pounding here on 3rd and goal.
His path became similar to almost running a stretch play, didn't it? Trying to find a crease, anywhere to put his foot in the ground and cut back. It just never materialized.
Dobbins is in. Touchdown, Bengals.
But they decided to run it in and got it done on 3rd and goal. A lot of times that's a passing play.
And the kicker just has to come out for the PAT. He can breathe a sigh of relief as well, right?
Although I don't know if he's really breathing a sigh of relief. I think he likes to put 3 points on his ledger.
And McPherson on for the extra point. And this one's right through to make it a 14-3 ball game. So that one a pretty time-consuming 10-play drive. And it's finished off by a touchdown run from J.K. Dobbins. After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially, so a net gain of 1 there. There again is the running back as he trots onto the field. And I'm wondering if maybe they don't go away from him on this drive a little bit. He's been great, but they haven't scored a lot of points.
I think they still have to show.
Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. We always hear a lot of veterans on the defensive side of the football. They talk about smelling blood in the water, putting pressure on a rookie. They got to him there to force it free, but couldn't recover it.
And you mentioned the pressure. Rookie quarterback, you're going to bring more pressure at him at all times because you don't know how he's going to hold up. He was fortunate there. Luck was on his side, able to recover that fumble.
So they keep the football, but now face 2nd and long. Back to throw. And the catch made. This is Emmanuel Sanders. And he'll take this across the 25 before going out of bounds. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets him up for 3rd down. Now right where this set of downs started, they need a full 10 here to pick up the 1st down and move the chains. And once again, this is Sanders. And a good job defensively. They stop him short of the 1st at the 32. Call it a gain of 6 on the play. And that'll bring up 4th down. And here's Dixon to punt now as he gets this one away. And he gets this up just shy of the 30 to the 29 before he's out of bounds. It'll be a 44-yard punt. The return goes for 8. And the Bengals take over 1st and 10. Jamar Chase hoping to be at center stage yet again as the offense returns to the field. He's doing what he's capable of, having a solid game. Not the most amazing game. He's not over 100 yards, but a good game so far.
And you just know that mentally he feels like he's one catch away from turning it into a great game and starting on that road. And the defenders are well aware of that too. They've got to figure out a way to not let that escalate. Keep him right in this zone here and call it a day, because otherwise he can really decimate them.
Better believe they are well aware of his playmaking ability. Can see this quite a bit on running plays with the guys out wide. A lot of times, though, it doesn't get caught.
You're exactly right, because it's away from the play usually, so a lot of it goes undetected. But I know this will surprise you. I coach some receivers in the offseason. We work a lot on hand placement and blocking downfield. I want to take that course.
Caleb Farley there on the tackle.
The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the first half, and I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there.
Throwing on 2nd and long. Burrow being chased out left. He's got a man. That's caught left sideline. That's on the guard, Alex Kappa. They'll come up now on a 2nd and long after the hold. The slot man in motion right. Now Burrow to throw on 2nd down. He's going to wind up and air it out. And a high throw there as this is knocked away, down to the ground and incomplete.
Well, their first 2 drives yielded touchdowns, so there's no reason for them to feel like they have to pull back on the reins. They pushed it downfield, looking for another one right there. Didn't get it, but we know they're going to continue to be bold.
And the Bengals on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This will be 3rd and forever. They'll send a receiver in motion left. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Flush to his right. Now he's going to throw it back deep over the middle. Oh, a leap, and he will make the catch. A big play there for Cincinnati, and even 40 yards.
You had to figure they'd take a shot downfield on 3rd and long, so the old cliche came into mind right away for me. Who wants it more? You always hear about receivers, you hear about their hands, their moves, their speed. How about the positioning and the desire to go get that one out of the air?
So the line of scrimmage moves all the way across the 50 now as they come up 1st and 10. We've got a 14-3 ball game with 2 minutes left in the opening half. Burrow on play action. Sliding out of the pocket. Now he's going to throw deep right side. And all the way in for a Cincinnati score. A big play there. 49 yards. As his guys are able to push that lead out a bit further. And that one needed a little time to develop because he started lined up out wide left. He caught that on the right side of the field.
And you're exactly right about the time, because that's not going to be a quick developing pattern, but also great sight lines for the guy throwing the ball to see a receiver cross his face and his sight line from one side of the field to the other. That usually attracts your attention. If you think he's open, you go ahead and deliver it, as we just saw there.
Extra point by McPherson, up and good. And the lead is up to 18 now. Just a 4-play drive that time. And it ends with a Bengals score. After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially, so a net gain of 1 there. A look at the running back, the man out of the backfield as he gears up to go again. And the ground game's been good, but they're losing here in the second quarter. Can they use that ground game maybe to work the air attack a little bit more?
I think so, because now you can throw play action off of being able to run the ball effectively. And oftentimes you might want to just swing your back out of the backfield, get the ball in his hands in open space, and just don't get totally away from running it, because some of these runs now, they may pop bigger as the game goes along.
Yeah, they've been good with a run so far. They're going to need to get up and set in a hurry. Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. Looking for Sanders, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Sean Murphy-Bunting. And the Bengals are going to take possession of the football.
Well, it's not the first time we've seen him give one up here during his rookie season. And in this case, zone coverage forced the mistake. He's made some strides week to week in how he's handling the different type of coverages that he's seeing. But clearly, there's some growing still to do.
They go play action with Burrow. They'll roll him out right.
Oh, he was hit as he threw it there, and that one winds up incomplete.
That was nice work there defensively to force incompletion. Now, even though this drive started in plus territory, they're still not in field goal range yet. So they can work towards another couple of stops and not allowing that turnover to hurt.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Play action. It's Burrow. And the Seahawk defense gets to him, and they bring him down.
Multiple players getting home there, and it's a loss of 2 on the sack.
Okay, you know my bias is about to come out here. A lot of people think that the offense is just moving in the wrong direction. I'd say they're moving in the right direction because the defense is pushing them back.
Former defensive guy. Now, as a quarterback 3rd and long, you really got to rally the troops here, don't you?
Yeah, you do in a big way, and what else do you have to look out for? More pressure coming at you because it seems to be working pretty well.
And he'll just toss it away. So he throws it away, and that brings up 4th down. Here's A.J. Cole now to punt this one away. And he didn't quite have the backspin on that one. It hits at the 4 and continues into the end zone. It's a touchback. Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. And the ball backed way up. So thinking with this amount of time on the clock, probably just sit on it, and we'll see these two teams go to the lockers.
Yeah, I don't think you want to overthink it in this situation. Either side of the ball. Just go ahead and finish up the half and get on out and talk about it.
So we have reached halftime here, and it's the visiting Bengals out in front. As we'll send you eastward to Orlando. Standing by with that EA Sports halftime report now is Jonathan Coachman. Take it away, Coach.
All right, Brandon, thank you very much. More from you two in a minute, but first, let's take a spin around the NFL and see what's going on here in week number 10. We'll begin out west at Levi Stadium in Santa Clara, and it's the Niners who have the lead in that one. Trey Lance has thrown a touchdown pass. From there, we head cross-country to check on the Giants at home at MetLife Stadium. And they were losers in their ball game as they were outplayed by the visiting New York Jets. Cam Newton leading the way in the victory with 3 touchdown passes. Lastly, we head to Gillette Stadium in Foxborough to check on the Patriots. And they were losers in that one as they fall to the visiting Tennessee Titans. DJ Chark, 2 touchdown catches in the victory. Meanwhile, in our game, it's been a back-and-forth first half. Who can put it together in the second half? For the answer, we turn it back over to our broadcast team of Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
All right, Coach, thank you very much as we welcome you back for quarter number 3. And they will wrangle it down a couple yards shy of the 30. So here are the Bengals set to take over. They've won 2 straight, and they lead this one as well as they come up on 1st and 10. And they go play action now. Burrow rolling to his right. Deep ball for Goodwin. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's second down. An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. They'll run up the gut with Dobbins. He'll be hit down at the 33, 5 yards on the play.
Running lanes were at a premium in the first half, but he's able to find some room there, and he's hoping that that's a precursor of a big second half.
They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks. Here's Burrow. And the throw there going to be incomplete. So no problems moving the ball in the first half, but they'll likely come up empty here on drive 1 of quarter 3.
And it was so important for the defense to get that stop, because what we witnessed in the first half was them getting run over. And they needed the confidence, and they needed to get off the field so they felt good going forward in this game.
First kick, 47. This one looks good as well. That'll be a 48-yard punt, 1 yard on the return. And it'll be Seahawk football, 1st and 10. Now we take a glance at the offense as they work their way back out for their first possession of the second half. They'll start this drive out on the ground. They find some open field here. And he's going to be out up around the 45-yard line. And even 100 yards rushing for him now as his fine rookie season continues.
I know that play went to the left side, and that's what it was designed to do, an outside handoff there. But how about the whole offensive line being involved? Seal the left side where the play was going, where they call play side. But how about on the back side? Just taking care of business to make sure no one can get there and disrupt it.
Is the biggest key the left tackle?
Without a doubt. Control that edge. Get out there. You want that left tackle. If you bring your tight end over there, either way, control the edge of the line of scrimmage. You got a chance to rumble.
He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead. Not a big window to throw. Coverage wasn't too bad there.
Yeah, they had him under wraps pretty well, but somehow able to muscle his way open and catch the ball.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. He'll look to throw. He's going to go for a big play downfield. And unable to connect. Incomplete. I'll give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down. Now here's Michael Dixon as he's on to punt for Seattle. He'll get off a fairly short kick here as this is toward the sideline. And this one will not be returnable as it sails out of bounds. Now the Cincinnati offense ready to see what they can do here. No points last time out. They were forced to punt, if you remember, but no time to dwell on that. They've still got the lead here and a chance to add to that here. 1st and 10 as this new drive starts. Burrow going to lead up the Bengals here. 1st and 10 at their own 27. On play action, they'll throw. To the right side to Eric Ebron. And he's going to lose yards. They take him down at the 26. That one unable to develop, never got going. A loss of a couple, and it's 2nd down. It looked like the defense, they were ready for that one.
Really left him almost no room to work after catching the ball. He could throw every move in the book at him. They were there, and they tackle him for a loss.
Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Burrow on the move to his left. Oh, a leap, and he will make the catch. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. Give him 32 on the play. That's evidence of why you spend a high draft pick on a receiver, isn't it, Charles?
It certainly is. His ability to make plays like that, and we've seen flashes of it from him so far in his rookie season. But also, it opens things up for the rest of the offense because they have to bring their attention to him as well.
So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. Burrow will throw. He'll swing this out to Dobbins. And they're going to get this down to about the 37.
Now that's the type of play that gives you a chance to win. Nothing forced downfield where you don't have a guy open. Swing it out to the back and maybe even check it down, whatever you want to call it. Gain of 5. You're just trying to get 4 on 1st down. They're ahead of the chains now.
And this throw incomplete. Well, the defender all over him that time, but it's going to lead to third down.
And those two just haven't been in sync thus far. They've done a nice job against him, but still, with his talent, you would expect them to have more completions to him in this game.
They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass. They'll send a receiver in motion to the left. And Burrow going to throw again. And this is caught inside the 5. And all the way in for a Cincinnati score. John Ross, 37 yards, as his guys have opened up a very comfortable lead. So another touchdown there, and even though we're still just here in the third quarter, kind of hard now to see them giving up this lead.
And this is just an offense that's imposing its will right now. You name it, they're able to do it. If you're the play caller, whatever you want to select is there. You want to run it, you want to throw it. Pick a play, any play. They're rocking and rolling right now.
After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. And Seattle now ready to march onto the field. Well, we haven't exactly been treated to a nail-biter in this one, CD, and if they cannot score here, this one's pretty much all but over.
Are you saying that you feel like people are starting to think about getting out of here, maybe beating the traffic in order to get home or to their final destination?
Yeah, I don't think there's a whole lot of reason to hang around, especially if they can't score here.
Yeah, you're right about that, because it has been pretty clear who the better team has been in this one. And in a league that we talk about every game being a one-score game as we go into it, watching this blowout, let's just say it's been unusual.
A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
And the tight end is certainly a position built to move the chains because they can control space underneath. If they've got good hands, then of course they're a dynamic target. But one other thing is they're right in the sight lines of a quarterback on just about every play. And that makes it easier for the quarterback to pick him out and deliver.
They'll look to throw now on first down. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. I call it no gain there on the first down play.
Got to give credit where it's due. Really nice defense on that play. The pitch and catch was successful, but not any run after it.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. Couple of first downs on the drive already, as they'll go from the 47 now on first down. Back to throw again. And once again, it's Eskridge. And he is brought down, but not before reaching the 30. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down. Again, he'll drop to throw. He still makes a catch, even though it was tapped by the linebacker. And he'll be marked down right at the 15-yard line.
Sometimes those tip balls turn out to be like a pinball, just bounce all over the place. Everyone's got to go up and get it. In this case,
well, we talk about tip drills for defensive players like you, but what about the offensive guys? They do any tip drills?
I think they work on it as well, oftentimes in the Hail Mary situations, because you're actually counting on a ball being tipped to give you an extra chance to catch it. They use that training well.
They'll look to throw again. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And the Seahawks are going to have a first and goal as the tackle is made at about the 5.
That was a route run not just with dexterity, but with intelligence. Found the hole in the zone, made sure the quarterback saw him, and was able to make the sure catch and flip the down marker back to 1.
And he tried to bounce it outside, but they'll stop it behind the line. We have played 3 quarters. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. Now from the 7, here's second and goal. And here's a handoff out of the gun. And that'll move him a little closer as he takes it from the 7 down to the 4-yard line. This defense has not surrendered a touchdown yet. You better believe they're determined not to here on 3rd and goal. End zone caught. Touchdown, Seattle. From 4 yards out. Coaches must really like to see that from the quarterback because he's had the interceptions in this game, but they're able to connect on the touchdown pass.
And teammates love to see that because they know that they miss blocks during a game, but they come back and make them later on. They miss tackles, right? They miss making plays, but the spotlight is magnified on your quarterback. And when he stands up to the pressure and comes back and throws a touchdown pass after throwing some picks earlier, they feel great about that guy.
And likewise for him personally, as a rookie quarterback, has to give him more confidence. Burrow and the Bengals with a 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. He'll start with a handoff to Dobbins. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. They'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11. Now it's Burrow. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Multiple defenders getting home there for a loss of 11.
Now that was a passer's nightmare. The front door totally shut down by the defense, so he kept going backwards, hoping to find another avenue of escape. It didn't exist.
On 3rd down, it's Pollard. And down he'll go at the 25. It's a gain of 11, but they're still well short. It's 4th down. They had quite a hole to dig out of there on 3rd and long. Not able to get the first, but a pretty good-sized run.
A really good run, but how much confidence do you have in your next play call that you can sell to the head coach? Let's go get it on 4th down. Do you really have a play you believe in, or are you just hopeful? And you got to sell it to the big man before it gets called.
He's averaging just under 50 yards a punt as he gets this away. Gets around him. It'll go as a 42, make it a 43-yard punt. 6 on the return. And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. As Seattle now ready to march out of the field. Their mini 2-game win streak appears it might be going by the wayside unless they can pull a rabbit out of their hat. Now he dumps this off over the middle, and he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. Rookie quarterback, rookie running back. They team up there to pick up the first. Looking to throw. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And he'll be brought down just shy of the 40. A 3-score game here late. You can probably rule out the comeback, but certainly some kind of a moral victory to be had if they can get a few more points to close things out. And to that end, a nice pass play there to push things downfield.
Yeah, and we know in this league, a loss is a loss, and no one wants anything to count as a moral victory or, boy, something that feels a little bit cheap. But if they trim that lead down to just 2 scores, that's still a benefit to this squad.
And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. It's caught by Sanders. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down. You got the big lead defensively. Willing to give them that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
Finding his safety valve here. That's complete. And he gets this down inside the 35 before going out of bounds. Here we go on 4th down. And he's got the first as they'll bring him down at the 28-yard line. No reason not to try it there, and they do indeed convert on 4th. So the drive stays alive after the 4th down conversion. 1st and 10 inside the 30. Now, pass complete here to Sanders. And he'll be out of bounds just inside the 25-yard line.
6 yards left on second down. They're going to look to throw. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Sanders. And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. Play number 9 set to come here on the drive on 3rd and 2. One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And he is going to have a Seahawks first down as they're able to convert, albeit not by much, on 3rd and a yard. They only get 2 there, but on 3rd and 1, that's all they needed to keep the drive alive. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's Seahawk football as we march toward a conclusion. So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. They'll set up a throw. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. And the Seahawks are going to be set up with a 1st and goal coming up as they get him down at the 6-yard line. And he's got it. Caught in the end zone for the Seahawk touchdown. Emmanuel Sanders from 6 yards away. And the Seahawks have got it back to a 2-score game here in the 4th. The point after is good. And the lead is down to 11, 28-17. 2 scores down, 3 timeouts left. Still a chance if they can somehow get this one back. Now the Bengals going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. 2 scores down, 3 timeouts left. Still a chance if they can somehow get this one back. And this is going to be snuffed out. The Bengals recover. They knew they needed a miracle. They had to have that onside kick. They didn't get it.
Well, as we knew, even before they put the toe to the leather on that one, their chances of getting that done, slim and none. And I do believe we saw Slim just leave the door, didn't we?
We did indeed. I think we're down to none. And his rough afternoon continues. He's going nowhere again. Now the defense going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. That one looks like he'll throw here. It connects quickly to Jamar Chase. Now a 2nd timeout called for by the defense. And they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the first down. Here's a give to Dobbins. And he maneuvers up the middle for 3. And it's 2nd down. Now a timeout called for by the defense as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Have to imagine this will be on the ground as well as they come up 2nd and 7. They'll go again with Dobbins. All right, so they got that one, Charles, against the center.
And let's remember how difficult it is for the center, because remember, he's got to snap the ball to put the play in motion, and sometimes you got that big guy on your nose. You got sometimes where he's coming at you at an angle. It's a difficult job for him to snap the ball and then execute his block.
He'll get 2 yards back, but it's going to leave him with a long 3rd and 13. Not an easy spot here. They'll be in search of 13 yards to try to pick up the first. Now Joe Burrow on 3rd and long. Oh, this will be incomplete. The rush gets home just as he was letting that go. That could have been worse. Instead, it's 4th down. So on 4th down, off goes Burrow. On comes Evan McPherson for the Bengal field goal. McPherson's kick is good, and that will extend their lead even further. So after 4 touchdowns in the game for this offense, this time they're forced into taking the 3.
But you did mention 4 touchdowns, right? So 4 out of 5, not too bad. I think that's a pretty good record for them.
From a yard or 2 deep, here comes a return. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. So all eyes on this Seahawks offense. Down on the scoreboard. 25 seconds remaining. It's an extremely tall order in front of them, but they've got the ball with a first down. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. And that one off the mark behind him. Incomplete. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. He'll drop to throw. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back. Complete. And he's going to pick up a first down here as that clock continues to run. And that will be incomplete as time has run out on this football game. So this one in the win column now for the Cincinnati Bengals. And say what you want about Lumen Field here in Seattle, but for my money, this is the loudest and most difficult place to win in the league when you're on the road.
It's very hard. The fan support, off the charts. The way that they make noise and understand when to make noise, they understand the game as well as anyone. And how about what we get in our media packets when we start preparing for the game? They have it in their own stuff, right? The number of offsides penalties, false start penalties that they draw against the opposing team because of that fan support. And last but not least, they designed the stadium to keep the noise in, and it works.
But not in this one. They were able to somehow come in here and get that victory. So for the Bengals, they continue to put themselves in position for a first-round